Hi guys, now we are going to create a project on Qt. So this time we are not going to choose the Qt Widget application, but we are going to go to the category order project, which has the empty QMA project. So we will choose empty QMA project. So just choose empty QMA project, and then just order project, and just choose empty QMA project, and then split choose, and then either name to your project. So I'm going to name this a hello world. Okay, and then list, and then choose the location of your project, and then let's continue. So we will see that we have the on case data kit. We now just choose desktop kit, and then this net, and then done. So now I'm going to create a project for you. So it's a hello world.br or project for you, hello world.br or hello world.br. So which is project file for your project. So right now it's just like make file for your C++ program. If you use C++ before, you can know what is C++. C make file or make file in Qt widget called QMake. So this file is we build by the QMake, and which will create the make file. So we are going to let's create a first message and so just run it at the project. I'm going to create a new C++ and then choose C++ file, and then click choose. So just name that your file is main.cpp, and now we will add to the project hello.pl. So now as soon you add the it's done, and you will now now so we will define some field. So first field is we will define the library we use in this project. So we just type qt equal call in the we use the library call, and then I'm going to add the Go library. So we will have two library, call library and Go library. We will have two library in this project. So next we will define the major version of we are using in this project. So I'm check. So let's write writer done, and then just write Qt major version and comma and give for. Okay, so we want to use the major version greater than for. So next we will type qt plus equal widget. So I forgot to add the plus at the first row, so we need to add it. Now we are going to the main.cpp, and in here we are going to include some library, so just write it include. So the mod based in Qt library a Qt application, so just write include Qt application. So this is the most important library in Qt. So now we are going to create a main function. Just write int main, and here we are going to the first argument, which the first argument is just type argc, comma and char and sponsored. And then we type argv and curly bracket. We are going to define the object of Qt application, and so just write Qt application here to define the application, and the constructor of the Qt application is two argument which are argc and argv. This is the two argument of the constructor Qt application. So you need to add the Qt application class and create the object, and then you just return app dot exec. So you just call the method inside here. So I'm going to sanctify and view it. So I'm going to run it. So I'm going to do is, so you see that we have nothing because we don't have any widget inside the Qt application. So whenever you write between two lines of code, we will add it. So we just rated the Qt application. So in here, first one, I'm going to add one label inside my Qt application. So first I need to include a Qt label. So just write include Qt label, include the Qt label, and then we will be able to create a Qt label object. Right, Qt label and name your label. For example, label is itself. So array is by a pointer object and equal to new Qt label. So the constructor of Qt label is the first argument is parent basically. So we just need to use the constructor with the string inside. So we will type hello world with this state. This will be the state we will show on the Qt label, and we will type on the method show, and then once again we combine our code, just say everything, save on, and then we see that you can see the hello world application display on the screen. So I should never prevent the override. So you see that's the hello world in here. So we close. So change to use one the label object once again, and then call the set window title method. Set window title is my first Qt application. So just run. So now I want to resize my label. So now I will once again reuse the label object and call the method resize with two arguments. The first argument is 400 and the second argument is 400 also. And then save program and run. So we show you the label by 400 and 400 side. So this is very basic Qt project we have created. So I will show you how you can add the QMake field hello world.br file and how you can add the basic application. So next part we will integrate normal application with more detail about the Qt Widget application. First, I just want to show you the video how Qt project created it was line by line. So we have written the so I hope you enjoy the video and comment and subscribe. I'm going to close the project. And this time we are going to create a new application using the GUI application. Right. Let's get started how the designer work. First of all, just click the new file in Qt and how menu item and then split. And then this time we choose the application and then we want to choose Qt Widget application. And then in here we give the title object the our object the title the name of our object. First GUI and then let's continue. And you can see the class name for your GUI application for your window is main window. So in here you can change the name of window which going to be in your static application. So you can type my window and you can see the header file and the source file also change the same name of the class name. You can even change the header file or the source file. You want a different name of header class on the source file, you just rename it. Okay. But for now I'm going to play everything by default. So click new and choose configuration and choose first GUI. So choose the location of your project and then let's continue and then continue and then I will leave on default. Now in the last part we have seen the most behavior file suffered when we go into the first GUI.pl file and you can see And you can see here on the include code Google Library by default. And the target of the target is first with the name of the project and the timeless which is your project app. So this is the Google application. So and it's including some source file main.cpp and window.cpp. So when you go to here, the source folder will say main.cpp and main window.cpp. Whatever so include this in your first Google project here should be listed in the project navigation. So the header, whatever has the file you have in the header section. For example, main window.h should be added something like this. So it is field has the equal plus equal master header file name. So you also have the main window.ui file. So user, this is the for user file for your project. Basically for this class, which means main window.ui. In order to add UI file, you need to form plus equal main window.ui, which is the name of this file. So this is your project file. So now let's go to the main.cpp here, and we can see that it has a main function here, and it's related the query application object. I will explain you in the next class, and it's returning the a.ec .ec, right? And whatever you write in between the key line of code, query application will be execute in your root, for example, right? So we're going to here a main object, main window object, create object of my window, main window class, and this class which is automatically created by Qt for us. So you can see, go to the main window.h, and this is the class called main window, right? So this object is created in your main window method. Check on the function so object of the main window, right? In this we will responsible to show a window with two lines of code. Now we are going to go to the main window.h class. In here you can see first on is inheriting room query main window. Just saying Qt that this will be your main window template kind of thing, right? So there are different templates you can use in Qt, for example, main window or dialog or other kind of window. And then we have the macro here. So what's this query object macro is doing here? So you will see that the query object macro must appear in the private section of a class definition included in your file instead on the header files. In this convert the header file into equivalency bloodless code, right? So this a macro, and that's we are going to use your Google application. We are going to use a signal and slot which we are listener we will be learn in the next part of this video. So it's for allow us user to create signal and slot for our widget, right? And whatever widget or class or header file you include here, it will convert into a language. which C++ understand. Okay, it equivalent so goes for C++, right? Now you have the constructor with state one argument. We are going to leave it by the default, and we are going to have the destructor, right? So what's the destructor going to do? Whatever pointer object we have, we are going to delete for the pointer object in the destructor. And in the private, as specified, we have an object of main window, which is the class, right? And we have this object named UI. Okay, so this object is going to access on the widget we will add on the main window, and using the object we will be able to access on the widget we are going to add in our UI. So let's go to the CVB file here, and you can see we have the constructor, and we are doing constructor in front of us initializing the UI object with a new UI main window, and then you check on the set UI method, which is going to open your window. Okay, and then the tractor delisting this UI object symbol, right? Now we are going to our main window.ui file, so double click on it and go ahead to open this kind of designer view. So similar to other designer, we have C, other languages like C++ or Java or C#, right? We have some widget and some control here. You can drag and drop into your main window, and then you can change the robustity of the widget we have tracked. For example, we have set a bus button here. Okay, now where every bus button have an object name by default, a bus button, was bus button, or something like this. Whereas in two bus button, you will see the first bus button is name bus button, and the second bus button name is bus button underscore 2. Right? I'm going to delete the bus button for now, but you can change the object name of the bus button name from here. For example, push button, I will change to push button clock, for example, right? And then enter. I'm going to change the object name of your push button. You can see here the object is better the push button clock inside essential widget and in the main window. Change from here. So when to change the state of push button, you just need to double click on push button and then just change the state on this. So for example, I will change let me and then just add some more step. You can change the room here also. Okay, as you can see, whenever I add something to the step, it's visible in here, right? Now for example, let's run the application and let's see what happened. You can see our button in the window. So combine our code and first on, you can see the cost, and now we show our main window, and we have a click me button here, and by default its main window has a status bar and a toolbar. So the status bar is the button of your window, so you can see there is the object called status bar, which will be at the button, and there is toolbar with the stop of the main window. Now let's add some code in the button so that it can show some message, for example, or it can perform some action, right? So for example, whenever I click the button, I want to close this main window. So how can I do that? So I will just close it for now. And what I'm going to do here is, let me, and in here we can see there are some button here. So by default, the button is selected edit widget. We are in edit widget mode, right? So you have some other modes like layout, smart, horizon. We have modes edit signal and slot, additional last mode, last just additional and slot. And then you can increase it. You can see here the mode, the change the color when you over the button. It shows some red color on this, right? So to add a functionality to our button, just click on the button and then move out to your mouse, and then you can see the some flag thing. Just release your mouse. So just release your mouse is show dialog configure connection UI for you. Now this is something called signal and slot concept in Qt GUI application. We are going to see detail in the next video, in the next part, and something in our concept wherever you press the button input what we have done. For example, we want to close the our location equipment main window application, the press button. So right. So just show the show signal and slot. Check the checkbox. Show signal and slot with small option here, and then show the close here. So our signal is click and slot is close. Whenever I click the rest of the button, it will go into close application. So just click OK. You can see the click and close. And then once again we go to the edit widget mouse, and then the signal and slot will be disappear. So it will be invisible in the background. So functionate once again go into run my application, and then let's see what happened here. So now when I click the button, I'm going to close the application right once again, and this button will close the application. So now I will remove and delete the signal and slot functionality. Now for example, I want to have label here, and we will display some state to show what I can do here. I can edit widget mask once again, and in here we will just search for a label, and we will extract it to the form. I will change the state of it by the property window. So I will change to state start. I want to display some message in the label. So what I can do is one more method of giving signal and slot to our widget. So just right click on your widget, for example, right click on the my button, and then we go to slot, and we choose to go to slot, and then in here we choose when it's click to click and list OK. We are going to create a function in your main window class. You can see the function on boot button clock list. Whenever we write some code inside it, it's going to be executed when you click the button. For example, I want to display something on the label, so just go to the main window once again, and I will select the label. First one, I will see what's the object name of this label. You can see the object name of label a label itself, which are here, right? Label. So I will go to my edit mode here. When I go to the edit mode, so design mode, I will go to the edit mode by clicking in the button. Will show some symbol guide of this file here. So this is the code behind for your UI. You can see it's like XML, right? And so we will look to switch to UI mouse by click on button and go to the view. We want to go to the main window.cpp and then we have the function here. So in order to set some state on the label, you just enable UI, which is object UI object we have created, and then check on this label object from here. So we have seen their label, object name. This indicate the label which we have included in our UI, the same name of this name. So we want to change something in label. So once again, on the function, for example, set state. Okay, set state, and this one are Roman. So for example, we can say button a click. Okay, and then now save your course and run this once again and run. You will see what happened to this label. So when I list this button, it will change the button. It change the label button a click, right? So this is order operating event function in Qt. So that's it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed the video and leave a comment and subscribe. So what I have done here is create a signal and explode project, and we will go to the main window.ui file. In here, we first want to search for a progress bar. So search for the progress bar and right interrupt to your main window. And the second thing which I'm going to search will be the horizontal slider. Search for slider, search for horizontal slider, and rush it to your phone. Now signal and slot functionality you can see in the previous part of this video, and for you how we can press a button and display a message on the label, for example label, and right. So whenever you want to perform some action based upon some input, then you can use signal and it slots for this action and reaction mechanism. So right, for example, I want to move the slider and I want to change the percent field of progress bar. Whenever you change the set some value of slider. So how can I do this? So first of all, what can I do is I just select the there are some button, menu and item, right? For this one, I'm going to just select the two control, and then I will show this option which I lay out vertically. We are going to apply these two on vertically, able to reside them together. Okay, so second thing I'm going to do, it will show you to create the signal and slot one in graphic using the code and using the code. For the graphic, you just need to choose this option, which is edit signals and slot. Say okay, you just do this option, and then just select your progress bar, and then press and press your left mouse and then drag and drop to the slider. Okay, so did you into appear the dialog with connection? In here you will go into just see show signal and slot inherited from queue widget. So just check to the option, and in here we choose the option value change. Whenever the value of the progress bar is changed, and then we are going to do is we want to set the value of slider on. We can do of course. So whenever the value on the slider is changed, and we want to change the value of the progress bar. So for the need to once again select your signal and slot. And this time you can just delete this connection, the signal and slot, and we will slowly amount, and then once again you can see menu option here, and one option is value change option, which is the option whenever we change the value of the last dot, you will see the value on the progress bar. So we want to set the value of get bar, right? So just do this and this option, and it go into create signal and slot connection between the slider and the progress bar. And now we are going to run our program. So and I'm going to move the slider and change the progress bar value, and so you see here whenever I move the slider, the progress bar also change, right, like this. Okay, so this is the graphic we are using signal as loss, but sometimes most of the time we want to use the code into using the graphic method. First one, I'm going to delete it, so I will just right click here and delete, and I'm going to do widget mode, edit widget mode here. Now I'm going to do a edit the go to the main window.cpp file, and in the constructor we try to connect. Okay, just add the method connect with set for argument. So first argument is the sender. Okay, so the second is the signal, and so let's give the argument one by one. So first argument is sender. So what is sender? Sender is the one who input in our scale. So for example, UI use you the UI horizontal slider in our sender. to the horizontal slider. It will check the UI horizontal slider, right? So just for horizontal slider, and then the signal. So second argument is the signal, which is the capital. So just type the signal in capital. Okay, work from here, and then inside the bracket, we want to give the signal. The signal the value change. So just write value change here. And the third argument we see the signal. So who will be the signal the receiver of the signal? The receiver of the signal is the progress bar. So just choose the progress bar from here. And the file stem is the slot. So we will use the slot here. And what is the slot in our case? In our case, slot is the set value to the progress bar. To run the set value, set the value, check use some select around this, right, minimize some construct. This and now this is our connection from the signal and slot. So you need to use the keyword between the connect. Let's look at. And let's run our application once again, and we will see when we change the value of the slider, the bar will be changed also, right? So what happened in here? We are doing here is we are giving the first argument is the source of the signal. So the source signal is horizontal slider, and the value of the signal is value change method. From the horizontal slider, we are providing the value change method. So the get the receiver of the signal in our case, and we want to change what property do we want to change in the change the set value property, set value method. It is the sender and this is the receiver. Sender send the signal, which is the method where it's called value change, and the receiver in the progress bar, which is the method which is perform is the set value method. So this is the symbol called to yield signal and slot in Qt. Now there is one more method. We have connect method here. So we also have the disconnect method. So if you want to remove the signal and slot between some component, some widget, we control this method, disconnect method. So I'm connecting it, and immediately I disconnected the signal, stop, and then I run my program. This is what happened. So check now when I move the slider, the progress doesn't change. So it's as soon as the right to the connection, I also disconnect it and right, so the signal and slot mechanism. So in one of our scale, you may be able to use this kind of disconnect method also after the the signal some slot. So I told you able to use in the header we see the queue check macro we using in order to use the connect and the connect method. We need to define the queue check macro as the main window dash edge. So if we do not declare the macro in here, we can ask you the connect and disconnect signal and slot. So I hope you enjoy with video.